has the day been for you?
It was productive day. I was able to accomplish my some sort of work which were scheduled for today. So
Right,
somehow it's good. Yes.
right. Okay, great. So I looked at the topic that you had shared for today. Um, you've said how to change particular habits, something on those lines, right?
No,
Topic
no,
is
no. It
to change your thought. Changing your thought changes your life.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. Yeah, that I think any change that you want to bring in your life physically comes from a thought. And changes don't come that easy to people because when you're accustomed to living a certain kind of life for um, so many years of your life, how do you change that? How do you just wake up some morning and be like, okay, this is something I have done for 20 years of my life, but now I'm not going to do it. Yeah, there's a lot of conditioning that has happened in those years. So I think you're right. Change of thought is the first step, right?
Yes, yes, very true. So if no changes like all no change is there as all out of means out of blue or all of a sudden you cannot change anything. So
True.
behind every change there should be some thought, and when first thought, then your action, then your habit, and then the work plays.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
thoughts build your work habits,
Hmm.
and that work habits is your personality or your attitude, and that reflects in your work.
Totally, totally.
Means
Then
thoughts,
how,
then action.
correct, correct. How did you get to this topic? Why did you think about changing thoughts to change in action, hence changing like why this topic?
This is because, like many learners, they face that they want to be a good speaker in a few days or in a few
Correct,
months.
correct.
But what are they practicing? But that
Hmm.
is not fruitful for getting that target. So they need to
Right.
change first, need to change their thoughts. Means what
Hmm.
they want, that should be like it should be in the form of smart goals or small tasks that should be accomplished within a week or for a
Hmm.
2 days. And that takes turn to a long journey.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Hmm.
that is the process. If first they should, like, if they, suppose if I give my example, I'm just giving an example. I want
Right.
to excel in English, but I'm not able to. Why? Because
Hmm.
there are many factors. I'm not getting any ambience. I'm not getting time. I
Right.
feel like sometimes due to workload or family responsibilities, I feel that I'm pissed off. Means I cannot spare time for my this skill or hobby. So I
Correct.
will try. I will, like, after watching, going through some persons or you watching some YouTube's videos, I will try for a few days. Means I will feel motivated, but after some time, when I'm not getting positive result or the desired
Hmm.
result, I will try to quit that journey.
Hmm.
So this
Hmm.
is the what. First, you change your thoughts. Thoughts in the sense, don't take a big target at the first. Like, I will write a book. You cannot write a book in a day. It may take your life in writing a
Correct.
one kind of biography or a book. So that is the same with learning any skill. First, take, like, every day you should divide. I am going to give 10 minutes to this. Like, there are LSRW in our English learning skills. So I will listen 20 minutes, I will speak 25 minutes, I will write 10 minutes, I will read 30 minutes. So this is the small task. So what is the thing is, like, what why I took this topic is thoughts. Why thoughts change? Thoughts change because you feel that from inside there is a voice, or outsiders, like the fear of judgment or
Yeah.
ridicule. They are going to mock at you. You are not able to achieve. You are not capable of the things. So that fear should be, that voice should be suppressed. You need to decide what thought should be there in your mind and what thought should not enter your mind.
Correct. Correct.
So
And
that is the topic.
more than the voice that is outside, it is only that the voice that is inside
Inner.
can do something positive.
Yes.
Like the outs,
Yes.
if you're doing something because of the outside voice, your actions would say it. Your thought
Hmm.
might not say it, but eventually the actions that you take would show that it's not coming from your own
Yes, means
thought.
if you are like under some pressure, you are learning. Like suppose in our school, if I talk about students, we pressurize them. You need to learn. You need to learn. You need to write letters.
Correct,
You need to learn
correct.
the format. They
Yeah.
will learn. They will score only 2 3 marks or something, but they are not going to excel in that because they are not from inner self. They are not self disciplined or they are
Hmm.
not self motivated. So other
Hmm.
person or external force can motivate you, but for a shorter period of duration of time, not for a longer
Hmm.
time. So we
Hmm.
need to change thought. So thought, that is the way. First change the thought and then the process or things will change itself or your life will be changed.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally with you on that. So, what are the kind of thoughts that you have changed in the recent past that you would like to talk about, which has helped you?
See, I don't want to discuss about my personal life, but if I talk about some
Hmm.
general things,
Of
like if a
course.
person, yes, if a person he is facing some failures in his life due to some so and so reasons, means he failed in some job, he quit his
Hmm.
job. That thought, like if we take that I am a failure, I am not capable of anything, he may sit at home and
Yeah.
do nothing. He can be in depression or something else, or he
Hmm.
may indulge in some antisocial activities or something to earn money. But if he change the thoughts, like if he is failure at this moment or at this business or at this job, he might try, like life is giving him indication that you should change your path, you should change your
Right.
thought and try the new activity, try the new job.
Right. Right.
So this is like a sort of example, like if the person would have stick to his thought that he is a failure, he's not capable, he quit his job, he might have
Hmm.
ended somewhere else. And if he
Hmm.
change his thought, he changed his path and his life would be better from what
Hmm.
he is today.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
and there are many example, like if somebody is facing some troubles, like in, like if we
Hmm.
talk about us homemakers or females, means I want to talk about. So we
Hmm.
face many issues. We have responsibilities of kitchen, household, and kids also. We hardly spare
Correct.
time for our learning or for developing ourselves or developing our personalities. And there is a time when we think that, oh, we are not made for this, it is not our cup of tea, let's quit these things. So in that case, we what is that, if that lady, that person, that female is passionate, we know
Hmm.
many examples from YouTube platform that I don't want to take their name, like there are many female YouTubers and they are doing means they are excelling in this English speaking conversation YouTube
Right.
journey. And they
Right.
started with very limited, means you should not wait for your exact proper time, you should not have acquired that strength or that resources first, you should accumulate that resources, then you will be
Correct.
able to do that. No, you should have
Hmm.
a thought. I need to start and I will start it from today. And
Yeah.
every day you need to show up instead of your
That is
struggles,
true.
instead of
That is
your problems.
Yes, I'm totally with you on that. Showing up matters so much. The other day, I didn't want to show up for a class that I have signed up for, but I genuinely think that if I wouldn't have shown up that day, I wouldn't have known something that I could have. And
Yes, yes.
at least, if nothing, if you're learning nothing, if you're building a habit, and if you really believe in that habit, I think it is worth it. Because
Mhm.
building habits is also difficult. It's not easy to
Yes.
be consistent with anything.
Me- Means you need to come out of your comfort
Right,
zone to make
right.
any good habit. You need to leave your bed. You need to, means if I now here I want to cite my example.
Hmm.
See, I got married in my 20s, in 21, 22. So that time also means before marriage I was working as a teacher, and
Hmm.
after marriage, mean it was a totally different world for me in entering in-laws house. And means you may understand that I was overshot means overloaded with responsibilities and in the
Of course,
different work.
at a very
But
young
still,
age, that
and I was working too. So
yeah,
how I managed, like I was means that time I was not able to do means household chores, even not able to cook or to prepare food. Uh, like I was not in that thing. So, but I took that. If you are getting means you are married now, you should take responsibilities, and you
right.
once means there was a thought in my mind I should quit my job because I was not able to make homemaking like better.
But you didn't,
But
right?
that yes, I didn't left
Thank
that
God.
thought, and I means I decided, oh,
Hmm.
let us see, let's carry on how the things are going to shape.
Right.
So that time means uh whole half of the day I was occupied with my job in Delhi.
Hmm.
Rest of the time when I was back to home, I used to do my household chores and everything. And meanwhile, after 2 years, I got my daughter,
Hmm.
first kid, and that time I was means pursuing my B.Ed also. Masters and B.Ed was going.
Okay.
And you know how I used to study? I used to study in sit in staircases to study at late night or in the early morning. I used to sit
Hmm.
in my washroom to read,
Oh
to
my God.
study. Means it was my fixed time. I used to get up around 2:30 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and
Hmm.
I used to study for 2.5 or 2 hours in the morning. Like by 5 o'clock, I need to prepare my lunch and prepare myself, get dressed and
Correct.
ready for the school. And at 6, I need to leave my school house to go to school. So
Hmm.
that time, like I survived that things, and I'm getting that benefit. I'm standing here, and that is the time I never means that thought never entered in my mind. I will not quit
Hmm.
my studies. I will not quit my job. Whatever the things the life throws at me, I'm going to face it.
Yeah.
Instead of escaping that situation or problem, we should have the courage to face it. Like problems are
True.
always there. Nobody's
Hmm.
life is just like a cakewalk, right?
Of
So
course.
you need to have, it means you will in your life have struggle, and you need to overcome them
I
or
also
take.
think life is full of ups and downs and should and shouldn'ts. Sometimes taking a break, taking a step back and feeling everything that you are feeling is important also. But then you should know how to pull yourself back up again.
Yes, means I was just
Sunday.
consistent.
Yes.
Like I was not involved in such a called gossip or bickering or whatever means female talks. I was
Yeah.
not a part of that thing, even in my family, in my
Hmm.
in-laws. So I
Hmm.
used to spare time whatever I could to study, to make notes. And when my daughter means even when my daughter was not born, I cracked my DSSB exam and I got my government job in school. And after
Hmm.
that, like after when my daughter was 2 years, um,
Hmm.
I cracked my another exam in DSSB as a TGT because I was continuously preparing for that. So within a 2 years to crack two government jobs, that was government job exams. That means it's itself a rewarding for your hard work. And
Hmm.
like after a few years, I got my son also in my life. So that time I felt, oh, now you need to leave your studies for a
Hmm.
few years.
Correct.
So means I took a break for 2 3 years, but after like my when my son was around 3 4 years, I again started studying for myself. I
Yeah.
completed my master's in education. I cracked my net exam also and PGT exam
Oh,
also. Yes. So
great.
that is my means taste. I
Journey.
love to study and I get my rewards also. But the
Yeah.
only reason or motivation behind is consistency and self discipline.
I agree with you. Absolutely. I think we're approaching the end of this talk, but I've loved every bit of it. Thank you so much. And I
Okay.
hope to talk to you again sometime. Um, this was indeed a conversation that has given me a lot of food for thought, and motivated me to not stop and
No,
continue doing
why you should
it.
also express
Yeah.
yourself. You tell something about this topic.
So I don't have a lot to share, but what I can share from the recent past is there was this workshop that I really, really wanted to be a part of. I applied for it and I didn't get through. So then I was taken aback and I was like, oh, I'm not going to apply for anything. But then it actually, what it made me do was to apply for 10 things more. And I got in
Hmm.
more things. And I am doing a few other things also so that I can come off better for the next year's application. So
Okay.
yeah, that's where I am, right? Um, and I've started to think that whatever happens, happens for good. And
Yes.
I might receive the workshop better next year if I go to that workshop, which the workshop that I got rejected in that better next year. So yeah, that's where I am.
Okay. So means you are preparing, you're molding your thoughts to be a better place.
Yes, trying to. So difficult, but trying to. Yes.
Yes. But I think you are unmarried now, still.
Yeah, yeah, I am. I am. I'm
So you are enjoying your golden time. You have that opportunity to avail and crack
totally,
that things.
totally. And I don't want to be married for quite some time. So yeah.
Yes. Yes,
Yes.
yes. So I mean to say that you should work for your career first.
Of course. Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much. Have a great, great day. And yeah, all the best.
Yeah. Same to you. Have a nice day.